Happy New Year, beautiful people. This is Arnitha, your global lifestyle strategist, your guide to designing a life that you don't just dream about, but you actually live. And I'm hoping that as we start this 2025, that we start this year off with that intention. Most importantly, with the intention of clarity, being clear with ourselves and being accountable, not to anyone else, but to ourselves. So today, what's on my heart to talk about is something that I think should be at the core of everything that we do this year. And when I say we, I mean capital W-E. So as I talk to you, I am actually talking to me as well. Because I think it's really important that we prioritize ourselves and we prioritize our needs and our goals and our visions this year, and that we make exponential headway and that we fall into alignment in multiple areas of our life. I believe that it's really important because we have so many distractions. We have a lot going on. You've heard me say this a lot in the last couple of years, a social global economy. Well, times 1,000. Okay, times 1,000. We are in the midst of it. I don't know if we're really at the core yet, but we are getting close to it. So everything is speeding up exponentially, right? So I think this year we need to hold ourselves accountable, embrace accountability. That's the first priority I want to talk about. Embracing accountability, not with harshness, but with grace, with love and respect for yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't overthink this year. That's important. Do not overthink. Actually, taking action is going to be more important than getting everything right, getting everything perfect, what you think is perfect. Because let me tell you, what's perfect today is going to be imperfect 10 days from now. Okay? So taking action, holding yourself accountable with some grace. All right? Accountability is not about beating yourself up, hitting your goals, beating yourself up if you don't hit your goals, if you fall short. It's about showing up for yourself like you'd show up for your job, okay? It's about looking in the mirror and saying that I owe it to me to do better and to be better and to live better. So I challenge you to pause on this January 1st and ask yourself, what do I need to stop tolerating from myself? Is it procrastination? Is it negative self-talk? Overcommitting to things that you know you don't want to do? Because the first step to accountability is removing those kind of distractions that pull you away from what truly matters. The second thing that I want to bring to your attention on this January 1st is removing distractions. Speaking of distractions, all right, everybody is feeling it. Everybody is just overwhelmed by everything that's going on in this world, and it's the social media, not knowing what's real, what's not real, what's fake, what's not. I mean, you just don't know these days, and all the notifications we have popping up on our phones. Everybody has an opinion and they feel like they need to share it. But this year, let's make a decision to be unavailable for anything that doesn't align with where you're going. So let's be very mindful of what we are allowing in, okay? Because a lot of this junk that we allow in is distraction. So I want you to set boundaries and I want you to set it with intention. I want you to set it like your life is dependent upon it. Like you're like if you don't set boundaries, you're going to lose your direction. You're going to lose your peace. You're going to lose what the hell you're doing. Set boundaries like your life is dependent upon you setting those boundaries. And set those boundaries with no guilt, no apprehension, no hesitation. Create time blocks for what's important to do. what's important for you. Turn off the noise so that you can actually hear yourself think and so that you can be clear. Okay? I mean, just with those two things alone, embracing accountability and removing distractions, that'll make a huge difference. But I want to take it a step further. I want you to also, number 3, prioritize your self-care. I know we are in a period of rest. Okay, so as we do that, let's take care of ourselves. And now, and let me just back up for a second, because those of you who know what I mean when I say a period of rest, okay, it's not rest, period. It's rest, comma. Okay, if you know, you know. Now, about that self-care, I want you to make it a point this year to do, rather than keeping it in our heads, let's really start doing self-care, not just reading about it, hearing about it, knowing that we need to do it. Let's make it a normalcy in our life to set ourselves as a priority. Sometimes we look at, going to get a massage or going to get a facial or whatever it is you need to do for you. Sometimes we look at that as a luxury, like, it's great if we got to do a massage this year, something, if we gave ourselves a spa day. No, let's set it as a norm, whatever it is. And it doesn't have to be something, gigantic. It doesn't have to be something that costs, hundreds of dollars. It just has to be consistent. Prioritizing ourselves consistently to the point that it's who we are. This is the year to check in with our emotional, physical, and spiritual health daily. You can do this, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, making sure. I remember once, this was years ago, I started just going out. I was working 9-to-5 world at that time. I was working, but I made it a point to start going out on my lunch hours, not with anyone else, just me, myself, and I, and taking a walk and clearing my mind. And I can't tell you what that did for me. So it doesn't have to be anything that costs you money. Whatever it is, though, you have to be the center of it. You have to be the priority. It has to be about your self-care. Okay? So here's what I want you to take away from what I'm saying. Taking care of yourself is not selfish. It's necessary. You cannot pour into your dreams, or you can't even be available for the people that you love if your cup is empty. So refill it unapologetically. Number 4, vision and commitment. In 2025, this is a fresh year. It's January 1st as I'm talking to you now. So look at it like this. 2025 is here, and now it's waiting for you to show up. So I want you to just take a moment today and write down one thing that you'll commit to for yourself this month. Not the whole year. Just look at January. Just January. Make it small, make it doable, and make it matter. Because it's the little things that you do consistently that'll compound into the big wins that you're going to celebrate at the end of the year. Okay? And I'll be here to celebrate it with you. So this is your year to design, to own, to thrive, to do. And it starts right here, right now, January 1st. How you care for yourself, how you show up for yourself, how you be accountable to yourself. And remember that every day is a new chance to move closer to your dreams. Okay, so thank you for listening to me. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I hope it resonates, even if one thing just resonates with you. Hold yourself high and dear. So until next time, keep betting on yourself, and always ask yourself when you're hesitating on doing something, why not now?